The Timberwolves were all business as they came through the tunnel, determined to give their fans. Welcome to a special edition of Battle of the Big Men. Grab some popcorn for this face-off at the center position tonight, Grant.
Oh, no question, BA. I mean, these bigs bring the size and skill. Who has more tools in their toolkit? I mean, we're about to find out.
And the starting lineup for Miami. Jovic and Bam play together inside. Hero is the 2 with Butler as the 3. And it's Rozier in at the point guard position. And it's Conley with the ball for the T-Wolves. This, their first chance to take a look at the Heat this season.
Yeah, they were swept in this matchup last season, running against expectations.
Towns finds Edwards. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That's his first foul of the game.
Well, that's a very early foul for him. Needs to be more careful and not pick up a second one this quarter.
Allie LaForce had a chance to catch up with head coach Chris Finch. Allie, what do you have to say?
We talked about the task of facing Jimmy Butler, the fiery wing. Coach said, you can talk about the scouting report all you want with Jimmy, but he brings the extra dimension. Butler has the attitude that is unmatched in the league. The passion of Jimmy Butler in full focus tonight, Ryan.
Thank you for that, Allie. The Heat on offense. And the Heat unveiling the statue of Dwayne Wade, Stan, the face of the franchise forever.
Yeah, Brian, you think of what he meant to this organization, propelling it to its very first championship and then attracting other stars to Miami. He is truly the foundation.
Grant, when it comes to Anthony Edwards, fair to say he's meeting expectations so far.
Oh, no question, BA. The first overall pick in the 2020 draft, Edwards has been anything but a bust. Now we are seeing him trying to compete for titles.
I'm sure they don't want to send him to the line. That has to be in their scouting report.
Hero outside. Pass to Rozier. Adebayo sets a screen. Rozier can't get it to go.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
Edwards. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Just a ferocious play by Edwards. Taking the contact, but staying committed to his finish.
Hero outside. On the attack, Rozier. Lays it up and banks it in.
And what I love about Rozier is his fearlessness as a scorer. Inside, outside, in between, it doesn't matter.
Towns outside. Double team on Towns. McDaniels from long range. That one's good. And it's Towns with the assist.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
And Eric Spoelstra decides to call timeout. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. Robinson, he's checked in for Miami. The Heat have gone 2 for 5 here in the first. Pass to Adebayo. Puts up a 3. Counted from distance.
Well, his shot has come such a long way, and now it's a big part of Bam's repertoire.
Towns on a screen. It's Edwards on the wing. Robinson defending. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
Now you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, if he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
Now here's Hero, coming in off 12 points in his last outing. The 3 ball. The Heat rebound. Takes the 3. Gets the 3 ball to go.
Well, Robinson not known for his passing, but he will move the ball when that's what's called for.
Gobert with a screen on Robinson. Here's Edwards. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
I love the throwback basketball. Work it down low and set up your teammate.
Outside Butler. To the paint. Here's Robinson. And a big finish by Robinson.
That's just a great pass. Excellent vision to see the open spot in the defense and lead him to the score.
Down Now here's Conley. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Edwards, a pass to McDaniels. Towns, a screen on Hero. To the inside. And it's Towns with the power finish.
Well, Towns gives you some interesting options in the two-man game. He can both pick and roll and pick and pop.
Now here's Robinson. He picked up 10 in his last game.
Well, that wasn't a bad shot. Defense playing a little loose there. Sometimes it just doesn't go in.
Towns, a screen on Robinson. Here's Edwards. Shot blocked. And he gets it back. Floats one up. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. Gobert passes to Towns. Knocked loose. And so Hero will bring it up for the Miami Heat. Trailing by 2. He drains that one after 2 misses. Now 1 for 3.
Soft touch on the teardrop. Hero is such an unpredictable player on offense.
Pass to Edwards. Lets it go from deep. Yes, great play by Conley to set it up. Conley's got 3 assists in the game.
This team looks to him to score the ball. They feel good when he's taking the shots.
Hero, no good. And Edwards puts up a deep 3. And that's not gonna go. Anthony Edwards has been on display for the Timberwolves. He put together 10 points in the quarter. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. Let's get a quick check of the scoring breakdown here for the Timberwolves.
Well, they're in a great flow. The ball's moving. All those assisted buckets means the offense is running well.
And what's more, they're getting their feet wet down there in the paint early on. Not shying away at all, taking it inside. What a great way to start.
Conley and Ann are the 1 and the 2. Joe Ingles is out there with Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And it's Reed in at the 5. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the T-Wolves. Hero for 3. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Coming off a win against the Blazers.
And that game, I love their mentality. They were focused on getting to the free throw line a lot and shooting a great percentage from there.
And converting free throws at a high rate, that's what you want to see as a coach.
Yeah, busting his way inside. Hero making sure he kept moving toward the hoop.
Well, Coach, Minnesota turning back the clock last year. Most of their lineups had multiple bigs.
Yeah, and we saw how effective it was, especially on defense. Minnesota led the league in defensive rating by a wide margin, and that length was a key factor.
No good on the 3.
Yeah, those shots from him are certainly not helping their case.
Edwards against Robinson. Ingles, a screen on Robinson. Edwards gets the bucket.
Well, when Edwards gets this hot, all an opponent can hope to do is limit the damage.
And Eric Spoelstra decides to call timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. All right, on the line, we've got our insider, Shams Charania. What do you have for us, Shams?
Thanks. Many consider this summer to be the most challenging field in the history of international basketball. Nevertheless, Team USA got it done in Paris. It's not getting any easier, but the star power of the U.S. men's team shined bright in the City of Lights. Guys, a classic ending for a stacked U.S. roster.
What a performance. Shams Charania with the report. Thanks, Shams. Gobert's checked in for Ingles. Adebayo's checked in for Miami. Terry Rozier comes in for Jaquez. Here's Robinson. Stolen by Conley. Pass to Alexander Walker. Outside Edwards. Lets the 3 fly. Again, the miss by Edwards.
Well, clearly it hasn't been his best game offensively, but collectively, they've still found a way to get the lead. Oh, my gosh. Just throw it up to the square and Bam will do the rest.
And Minnesota with possession here. Following the bucket by the Heat. Here's Edwards. From the top of the key, he buries it. Edwards has got 14 points for the game.
And he was dominant in their last outing. And the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific groove right now.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him. You gotta finish at the rim right there. You hate seeing those opportunities go to waste.
Getting it done inside. Edwards.
Yeah, this period, they're letting him go to work, and it's paying off.
Heat trail by 7. And stand while Edwards has pushed back. It hasn't stopped others from comparing him to his airness, Michael Jordan.
And that talk is more about how his game reminds one of MJ and less about greatness. Edwards' career is just getting started.
Miami has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Three-pointer Rozier sinks the tray. Rozier's got his second basket.
Name a shot, Rozier has mastered it. Terry's developed into a top-notch scoring guard.
And Chris Finch has called timeout. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. Some changes for Minnesota. Karl Anthony Towns comes in for Reed, and Jaden McDaniels subbed in for Alexander Walker. Jaime Jaquez is checked in for Miami. Butler comes in for Hero.
Well, you have to love Bam's mentality. Always looking for ways to disrupt things defensively.
Gobert with a screen on Robinson. Here's Edwards. The offensive rebound. McDaniels passes to Edwards. Tries again. It's good! Edwards! What strength!
And you have to appreciate the heart they've shown on the offensive boards this quarter.
Rozier against Conley. Here's Adebayo. The shot, no good. Ooh, great D that time from Gobert.
Ooh, love the intensity in which they're hitting the boards.
It's Edwards on the wing. Towns a screen on Robinson. Here's Edwards. Rebound by the Heat. Adebayo's got 4 rebounds now. Outside Jaquez. Conley against Rozier. Adebayo a screen on Gobert. Back to Adebayo. 6 on the shot clock.
How about the pass right there by Robinson, showing once again that he's a total team player.
Towns a screen on Robinson. Lets it fly. Edwards can't get that one to fall. Heat trail by 4. Here's Butler. And it falls all over the rim and in.
Well, maybe the defense thinks they can live with that, but he's pretty consistent from that mid-range area.
7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Edwards. Cans it with nobody near him. Edwards got 20 points.
Well, they just need to keep getting him the ball. He has been terrific this quarter.
Here's Butler. McDaniels with some nice D.
Nice work defensively to contest that shot right at the rim. Nothing easy.
Here's Edwards. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Timberwolves ahead, up by 4. Well, now a minute to check in with Allie LaForce. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Karl, you were able to build the lead, but what's the key to maintaining it or even increasing it going forward?
I mean, don't change what we're doing. So stay together, keep passing the ball, keep playing great defense, and just keep making them think and make decisions, especially the difficult ones.
Consistency is a beautiful thing. Thanks, Karl.
Thanks very much, Allie. And folks, we'll be right back to start the second half of this game.
Thanks for tuning in. The story tonight with the...
Once they gain position underneath the backboard, it's hard to push them out of there.
And even when they don't have position, they have guys who will knife in and...
And now we get to check out the top performers from their respective teams in that first half.
Yeah, they're both smart-driven, extremely talented. They've been putting on a show, man.
Taking control.
Appreciate you joining us. It's been...
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. And you know, Anthony Edwards has been really making it happen, guys.
And he was a beast on the offensive glass in that first half. How can they slow him down?
Yeah, look, even when you put a body on him, he finds ways to extend possession.
And on the floor for Eric Spoelstra starting the second half. At the forward spots, it's Butler and Jovic. Terry Rozier is out there with Duncan Robinson. And it's Adebayo in at the 5, roaming the paint. Heat trail by 6. And your first NBA coaching job was with the Miami Heat stand. That was as an assistant back in the 90s, just a few years ago.
Yeah, just a few, Brian. And the Heat have changed a lot. The game has changed a lot over those years. Look, back then, the Heat were probably the most physical team in the NBA, and it was just knockdown, drag-out fights all the time.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Well, the Timberwolves are one of the biggest teams in the association, and Coach Chris Finch said, quote, "That's how we're built. It's part of our identity. That's what we have to lean into. We want to be big at the rim and force our size on opponents." Brian, he loves to see other teams hesitant to venture into the paint.
Hearing footsteps, right? Allie, thanks.
Well, everything about Edwards' drive makes it dangerous. His speed, his agility, and his lack of fear.
Rozier can't get it to go.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
Conley passes to Edwards. Gobert with a screen on Robinson. Here's Edwards. Edwards can't get that one to fall. And it's Rozier with the ball for Miami. 4-point game. It's off to Detroit after this game, where they will face the Pistons. And that'll be game 4 of this 6-game stretch on the road. Now here's Butler, down low. Here's Adebayo. Good, and Butler gets the assist. Butler's got his 4th assist in this one.
You know, they're really being bullied right now defensively. 8 of the last 10 points have come from inside.
Offensive board. Gobert passes to Edwards, and the layup is good off the glass. Edwards got 4 points this quarter.
Well, we've seen this movie before. Edwards is rolling, and his energy right now is infectious.
The Timberwolves lead by 4. Defensive Player of the Year 4 times over, Stan. Rudy Gobert tied for the record.
Yeah, Brian, alongside Dikembe Mutombo and Ben Wallace, and Gobert's capable of getting another one, too, assuming his countryman, Victor Wembanyama, doesn't start taking the reins.
And Eric Spoelstra decides to call timeout. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. Hero, he's checked in for Rozier. And here's a look at the top shooters last season. No wasted chances among this group. Second is Rudy Gobert.
So consistent from the floor. He shot it at a great clip last season.
And Stan, after they traded for Rudy Gobert, it took some time for the Wolves to gel.
It did, Brian. He's a unique player, and it's a process. But obviously a 14-win improvement last season. They have found their identity as a defensive juggernaut.
Now here's Edwards. 26 points for him. Over Robinson. Edwards, no good. Heat trail by 4. Robinson in the post. Guarded by Edwards. Robinson can't hit.
Coach loves the execution, just not the result. That's okay. That's part of the process.
So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. All right, Coach, what are some qualities you're looking for in a lead guard?
Well, look, you want a guy that can make plays, that can control the game. When I first got into the league, people thought about point guards as traditional pass-first guys, but now it means more than that. You want a guy who can make plays, whether it's for himself or for his teammates.
Jaime Jaquez is checked in for Miami. Pass to Adebayo. Back to Butler for 3. Anthony Edwards with a rebound. Edwards got rebound number 7 tonight. Strong drive by Edwards. Can't get it to drop. Oh, great D that time from Adebayo. Now Jaquez. To the middle. Here's Butler. Ooh, the lead pass was in the perfect spot to set up the layup. Butler's got 6.
It doesn't matter what angle you give him. When Butler gets inside, you know he's going to convert.
Now here's Edwards. And he's got 28 now. All by himself. That's good from Jaquez on the assist by Hero.
Well, coming up the floor, you're not going to out-hustle Jaquez.
Towns a screen on Butler. Here's Edwards. Adebayo grabs the board.
Another miss. He is struggling for the quarter.
Jaquez drives in. That evens the score. Jaquez has gotten 4 this quarter.
Well, that's where Jaquez is most effective, when he's attacking off the dribble.
Pass to Towns. Towns double team. McDaniels finds Conley. To the wing, right side. Gobert with a screen on Butler. Here's Edwards. Second shot opportunity. Count the basket and the foul. It goes on Bam Adebayo.
So strong. Gobert just goes through the bump. You have to hammer him now.
And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight. And that one falls for Gobert. 12 seconds left in the third. Here's Hero. Jacks up a 3. And he can't get that one. Anthony Edwards has been on display for the Timberwolves. He's been doing damage on the offensive end all night. 28 points in this one. More 2K action in just a moment. And meanwhile, Eric Spoelstra rallying the troops.
Trust him. Good to great. Good to great. Don't settle for average shots. Move it.
And Coach Spoelstra instructing his guys to look for the best option.
Yeah, there's no reason to rush any bad shots, especially with 24 seconds to work with.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. They've got Dillingham, Nickeil Alexander-Walker out there with Naz Reid. Then there's Anthony Edwards, and it's Gobert in at the center position. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Now here's Edwards. Anthony Edwards takes the contact.
Edwards plays with such ferocity.
And the foul called on Nickeil Alexander-Walker. That's his first foul.
These calls can be so difficult for officials to make.
Butler against Edwards. Down low. Butler drops it in.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
Gobert with a screen on Rozier. Takes it inside. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. Dillingham was the 6th man during his lone college season grant, and he proved to be instant offense.
Oh, he's got elite speed. He's great at creating space, and he's incredibly shifty. You know, he reminds me of Lou Williams in terms of physique and ability.
Mike Conley's checked in for the Timberwolves. Offensive rebound. He can't hit that time. And so Conley will bring it up for the Timberwolves. The lead is 2. Edwards gets the bucket.
Deep into the game, you rely on players like him to keep delivering.
Rozier, the pass to Jaquez. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. And you think about what Jaquez has done early in his career. It's pretty impressive, Stan.
Well, Brian, people tend to underrate college players who play multiple years. He was basically a finished product before he reached the NBA.
And Minnesota making a change here. Alexander Walker's checked in. And Chris Finch calls timeout here, looking to get everyone dialed in and engaged. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
I was able to listen in on what Chris Finch was going over with his team. He told the team he has complete faith in them, saying, we're right there, now we just got to make that push and really take hold of the game. We can do that. To me, it looked like his players are on the same page with him. Guys, back to you.
All right, appreciate it, Allie.
Well, Gobert understands how to capitalize off these sets. Great movement by him after setting the screen.
Oh, Jimmy Butler cashing dishing in from distance.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
They get it back. Gobert. Good D by Adebayo. Miami trailing. And out of bounds, Minnesota will have it. Karl Anthony Towns is checked in for the Timberwolves. McDaniels comes in for Alexander Walker. And Minnesota with possession here. Conley passes to Gobert. Back to Conley. Pass to Towns. Towns double team. And here's Edwards outside. Adebayo grabs the board. Adebayo's got 11 rebounds in the game.
They could have used more of those kind of rebounds earlier. It's hurt their cause.
Well, everyone views Hero as a shooter, but he is also a terrific finisher.
Towns outside. Double team on Towns. The kick out to Edwards. Anthony Edwards reigns one in.
You expect he's going to find a way to pull through in the clutch.
Rozier looking around. Pass to Hero. And that one's good. Hero's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, they're right to trust Hero in these moments. He's a very reliable scoring option.
Now here's Towns. Jaquez covers. The kick out to Conley. Puts up a deep three. And it's Miami with a rebound. Jaquez with it. Outside Butler. Ooh, Gobert with a steal. And here we go. The Timberwolves on the run. Oh, it's stolen by Butler. In transition. Here they come. Butler soars in to cap off the break.
Well, no one wanted to take that more than Butler. He's got the heart of the champion.
Outside Edwards. Pass to Towns. And it's Towns with the power finish.
Well, this is why you go to Towns in the clutch. That is big time.
Edwards against Hero. Rozier outside. Three-pointer. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound. And here's Conley. There's 37 seconds left in the fourth. Here's Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
Oh, whoa, that is as clutch as it gets. Big time play.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
Spins. Outside Jaquez. Oh, he knocked down the trifecta.
Vital points there from Jaquez, answering the call.
And Chris Finch calls timeout here. And Coach didn't want to take any chances in this situation, which is why he called the TO. How do you think this is going to play out?
This is where your coaching is so important. They need a really good play now.
Well, they'll likely only get one shot at this. They need to make it count.
Here's Towns. And Towns slams it home.
All-out effort from Towns, putting the team on his back and getting them the shot they need.
Nine seconds left in the fourth. And they committed intentional foul. We'll see another one of those, so they get into the penalty.
Yeah, just a must-foul situation to stop the clock.
And that's an intentional foul. He hits the first one, and that'll put him up 2. And so he drops them both, and it's a 3-point game.
That was a giant trip to the line.
so it's Minnesota who scrapes by with a win. That was an incredible night of hoops. A tremendous finish. They waited until the very last moment to seal it.
And so many times we see these close games won by the home team.
All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
I'm here with Carl and
Allie, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do.